Try one more time. Hey guys, okay, well this is day 8 for me now. Notice that I'm doing it with my left hand. For some reason my right hand has gone a little berserk. The other thing I notice is that with the left hand, the angle's different. It doesn't like coming backwards in this way, in the same way that it does when I'm doing the exact same movement, but I've got the wrist on a different angle. I'm actually heading the stick toward the camera at the moment, or kind of toward the screen. And I'm wondering if that's going to affect the right hand. The right hand doesn't seem to want to go on that angle. It definitely wants to come back, so it gets stuck in the same place the left hand gets stuck when it's going back. I've been having lots of insight, and so here we are on day 8. It certainly feels a little bit cleaner, but it's not close to being kind of a consistent pattern that I can just sit there and do mindlessly. But I'm working toward that. I've liked Dave's notion about kind of, taking the training wheels off, and I think that it's a point where now, every now and again, it's definitely about taking the training wheels off. And as I said to Dave, at least there's no skin knees or bruises because when you drop the stick. So I do think that there's like this point at which the willingness to just let it go, drop the stick, and then after that slow back down and rebuild that. A couple other big points that are coming up I think are going to be important for people to recognize is that this is a really good point in the process to start talking about some of the procrastination and persistence work that I do, which has to do with frequent and consistent action. It's about just doing it, not thinking about it, about looking at measurable change, small things that you can measure that are different than it was the session before. Messages about stopping when you feel good about what you just did, not going until it just all falls apart again and leaving in perpetual frustration, which makes it hard then to want to pick up the sticks and try again. So I'm getting and noting and writing all the content that starts coming to mind, and your comments both on your videos and in the group chat are really helpful to me. And the last point I guess I'll make today is that I know we have this notion of here's what it looked like at the beginning, here's what it looked like the next couple days, and then holding off and really waiting until we have the big breakthrough. But the reality is, even though there's very few chunks in this skill, meaning very few movements, it's still a highly complex skill, it seems, to get into the nervous system. And my fear is that if people viewing our little documentary see day 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they don't see anything until, say, 3 weeks later when there's a really big breakthrough, that they won't manage those 3 weeks. So I do think that there is a value for all of us to put videos at interim levels. So that could be day 8, could be day 10, could be day 12, and we can cut and splice different people in at different times so that people really get the idea that there is this small amount of change that happens over a longish period of time. I just worry about them going from day 4, seeing us having it down at day 21, and when they're sitting on day 8 like I am now, in still that state, their mind's just going to go, I'm never going to get there in 21 days. So anyway, those are my thoughts for today. I'll load this video up and see what you think. Again, I'm picking up the stick pretty much anytime I'm just sitting around watching TV and kind of letting it go. So again, there's nothing perfect about it, for sure, but it's better than it was on day 4 in certain moments of the day. And Dean, I'm looking forward to seeing your video, because I want to get the insight you had on where you've got that stick positioned in the fingers in relationship to the knuckles and joints. So I think there might be a good clue there. So anyway, that's me twirling on day 8. Have a good one. Bye.